Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We are back out here with the Nakto Folding OX. As you've seen in our last video, we took it out for its maiden ride and had that issue about a mile and a half in, and it ended up being the throttle. The thumb throttle must have an issue with it. So we diagnosed that. We contacted Nakto. Actually, if you see in that video, they contacted us before we can get to them, so that was pretty quick. And said that they'd send us this thumb throttle, and we also told them we had a small little flicker in the screen connection issue. They sent us another display too. So today we're going to show you guys how to change out your thumb throttle and your display. These are pretty simple to do. A couple screws pulling off your guard, undoing on some plugs and plugging them back in, and that should resolve the problem we have with this. So with that being said, let's go over here. We'll show you how to do the first thing, which is going to be that thumb throttle. We're going to take that off first and replace it. This is what it looks like when you get them. This one here, I wasn't sure if because it almost looked used to me, because the button was a little messed up, and on here you can see marker all over that. I don't know what that is, but let's just hope it works, right? And then of course we have the display here. We're going to be putting that on as well. You can see that, so that should solve our little flicker issue there. But for right now, we're going to do this throttle. We're going to get over here and take this off. To take this off, you're just going to need a 3mm Allen key to take this one and this one to loosen those. And this whole hand grip should slide off. You can pop out your end cap there just so you don't lose it. And then we're going to take those out. So we're going to start taking these out. All right, we're just going to continue to loosen these a little bit. You don't have to take them all the way out. See, we already got it loose enough to slide that off. Just set that to the side so you can put that back. Now on the bottom of this, there's a set screw on the bottom of here also. See if you guys can see it. It's right here. That is a 3mm also. You're going to have to loosen that, and that's going to allow this to slide on and off. But before we can fully get that off, we're going to have to follow this wire all the way down to where it plugs in. It's going to be one of these plugs here. So we're going to undo this loom. I just start it like this, and you don't have to take it all the way off. As you can see on the display side, you can see we got it just down to there because we took the display off of that side already. But it's going to be the same thing as we're doing here. Is how you do the display. You just loosen the bolt to get it off. Except for that one, you'll need the whole screw all the way out. We'll show you that when we get to it. But here we go. We're just going to go to there. That should be enough right there. And we're going to follow that down. See which one this is. It appears to be this one right here. It's got the orange 3-prong plug. We're going to pull that up through there like that. Now this should slide right off. See that? You can see it just slides on, and it'll only fit one way once it's on there, because it'll turn up and touch that, and then you still get your thumb throttle. So that's all we're going to do there, and that's all it takes to take this on and off. Remember, like I said, you just loosen that 3, it'll slide off. Now let's go get the new one. All right, we have our new one here. We're going to slide this over. You'll see this bigger piece is going to go under your brake lever. It'll kind of lock right there. Then we're just going to tighten that 3mm from underneath. And that'll fix that in that position. Then we're just going to rerun this wire down through. Right through the wire loom here. Get that in a position. We got just enough wire there. So we got that. Now we'll wrap this back around it. Keep all your wires in place, but and it does help it look a little better. All right, so that's that all wrapped up. We're going to plug this in. And you should see there's on here there will be an arrow. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's an arrow on there, and there's one on this end too. Just line the arrows up. It should plug in. Like that. So that one's done. Now we're going to go over here and do the display. That's why you see this one hanging down here. This is for our display. We already took that one off. So, but before we go over to that, let's get our hand guard back on. Again, it's the same thing. Just tighten up your 3mm Allens, and then put your end plug back in, and you are set. Make sure it's in the position you want it. That feels good. Then we're going to go on to the throttle. Or excuse me, yeah, the throttle. We're going to go on to this display. So let me finish tightening this up and we'll go over here and do the display. All right, we're on to the second issue with this, and that's the display. So this is what we're going to do for this one. We already took this one off. It's pretty self-explanatory. You're just going to loosen, actually take this one all the way out, 3mm. We're just going to take that all the way. That's going to allow you to open this up far enough to get it around the bars. Like that. Then we're just going to start that screw right back in there. And tighten that up. Make sure you get where you want it before you tighten it too far. Right there looks good. And the same thing with the throttles that we did with the throttle side. We're just going to run the wire down inside the loom and then plug this side in too. And that should take care of the whole problem. We're going to turn this on together. We'll see what it does. But let's chase this down. We'll just plug this one in first. Again, with the arrows, you could see them. Let's see. See the two arrows, one there and one here. That'll help you line that up. Then we're going to put this loom around there, all the way back up to the top. And this, technically, this job would be done. That's all it's going to take for this. Luckily, it was an easy fix. It wasn't something major. Well, at least we think that's what it was from our testing that we did. We bought that little testing tool online. I'll leave a link to that down below if you guys want to test out. If you got an e-bike and need to test out things, that'll help you out quite a bit. But right there, we have it on. Everything seems to be in position. So this is going to be the test. Last time our screen would flicker and we had no throttle and we had a code. So here we go, turn it on for the first time. Keys on. There we go, that's the display. We don't have the code here anymore that we had. Remember in the last video it was what, E08 or something? So we're going to give it one pedal. Oh, it's already got one pedal assist. We're going to lift it up, see if our throttle works. Our throttle is working. Here, I'll hold it up, you can film that. Our throttle's working now. Beautiful. So those two things, well, this was our main issue you seen in the video. The E08 was the throttle. So if you get that code, you know that's probably what yours is going to be the throttle issue. We did check the connection on it, so you should always do that first. Check all your connections. We did that, and it just happened to be that. So, and then on the display, you didn't see in the video, but there was, like when you're messing around with the connection, there's like a flicker to it. So now the flicker's gone because I can mess with that down here. It's not doing anything, and it doesn't have the code, so we are repaired. Well, luckily for us guys, this was a quick and easy fix. It did leave us frustrated on the trail that day, and we didn't even have a rope to get towed, so it was kind of frustrating to pedal back almost 2 miles back to the truck, but we got it repaired. We're going to take it out for another drive, give it another shakedown, see what it does. So that was a good first shakedown. I guess I should have did circles, but it was a good first shakedown. We're going to take it out again. This time we'll bring a tow rope in the other bike just in case we have the issue, but we'll record that for you guys so you guys can get some of that footage, because we planned on having all kinds of videos from the GoPros and everything, but that fell short. So with that being said, guys, hope you found this informative. If you needed to do any of these, if you have the E08 code, it's going to be your throttle most likely, but do check your connections first. And then of course for us, we just had a flickering display, but they were nice enough to send it to us. They seen our video and immediately contacted us and offered to send the stuff out, so we didn't even get a chance to contact them. So that was pretty fast service from them, and it all works great. Can't wait to get out and give it a full shakedown. So thanks guys for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe, click that thumbs up button, do all that good stuff down there. We'll leave links to them down below. You can pick up this stuff if you need it. You think you can just buy a display or something, you can't, because they're programmed to this ECU or this controller on this bike. You might be able to get away with a throttle as long as it has the 3 pins, but it's better just to go with what fits your bike, and they have it all for you. So with that being said, guys, again, thanks for watching, and until next time, try something new.